Hi, I'm Luke, and you're watching the Whiskey Time Show. We have just completed our U.S. West Coast whiskey tour, but I have a special bonus whiskey here. This is maybe, I don't even know, it's called Glyph, and it is a spirit whiskey with natural flavors. And out of our tour here, this is perhaps the most bizarre whiskey, if you can even call it a whiskey. It is basically a neutral grain alcohol mixed with flavors, natural flavors, to produce a whiskey-like experience, which is perhaps fitting that it is made in San Francisco. It's quite hipster and maybe taking everything a little bit too far. But let's see. On the nose, it's kind of buttery. You might think it's a whiskey. It's kind of not typical. I don't know. It's interesting. It's very buttery. And then on the palate, it seems like a whiskey, but again, I'm just getting butter. I don't know what happened. It tastes like butter popcorn with a little bit. Oh, now comes a little bit of like the woody oaky whiskey feel. The problem I have with this is the neutral grain alcohol that they mix all these flavors into. And if you know, or maybe just you may encounter that there's some slight vodka-y taste to this, which if you like vodka, that's great. But if you're like me and you don't like vodka, it's kind of a little bit off-putting. So it's an interesting concept, and maybe if you look at their Instagram, you'll see a lot of pictures of cocktails. So I'm thinking maybe this is more targeted towards whiskey cocktails, where the mixing of everything together will kind of hide that grain alcohol taste. And actually, last time I tried this, I got a lot more grain alcohol, and this time, before pouring this, I shook the bottle up in the hopes that it would kind of like mix together a little bit more, and I think that might have worked. So let me taste it again. Yeah, I don't pick up so much on that. Maybe it's still there a little bit. A little bit of a slight vodka-y taste. So I don't know about this one. If you want to try something really weird, hipster Bay Area, then check out this Glyph whiskey. I would definitely recommend trying it, tasting it first before purchasing it. It's not too expensive. It's definitely a strange one, but it's not terrible, not amazing. The tasting notes, they say they have some little dots of what they're going for. It's 1 out of 4 smoke, 3 out of 4 sherry, 3.5 out of 4 vanilla, and 2.5 out of 4 spice. So that's kind of the flavors they're going for here. And I say, it's kind of smoke, not so much smoke, maybe sherry, lots of vanilla, little spice, and perhaps 2.5 out of 4 butter popcorn. So Glyph whiskey, if you want something completely weird, I don't know, spirit whiskey with natural flavors, 43% alcohol by volume, provocative spirits for curious minds, small batch, hand bottled. If you are a curious mind and you want a provocative spirit, then check out Glyph Whisky. Otherwise, stick with the normal whiskeys if you're not a, what do they say? If you're not a curious mind. If you're a non-curious, very normal mind, then stick with your normal stuff. But Glyph, cheers, something different. Until next time, that concludes our tour of U.S. West Coast whiskeys.